Now I want you to have a mirror in front of you because I want your eyes to be on the mirror when you do this. So you've set up and your arms are just hanging down here, and I want you to feel as if there's a movement back as you turn into that hip where you feel the loading into the instep. Just until you feel the left shoulder coming into shot. Pressure around the knee and instep. Then coming through, as you look in the mirror, hi everyone, Murdoch here, hope you're well. Now in golf we're not running in this sport, but we're still lively off our feet. Now I find the easiest way for someone to understand how you become dynamic from the ground up is with no club. Now I think most of you now that watch my videos will understand that I'm a big advocate of drills without the need to hit lots of balls and drills without the club. Because first of all, you've got to understand your limitations. Then you can see if you're capable of making these positive changes to get your desired results. So when it comes to feeling dynamic, you've got to understand a good setup first. And that good setup is standing in a position where you can create your load point in your right side on the inside of that right foot. So that little tweak forward, that little hip bump forward that I talk about in my turn drill is so important. You can see it lowers the right hand or right arm so you can grip it correctly here on the club. Can you see the spine tilt as well, slightly away from my target, that little hip bump? That puts my right hip and right knee inside my instep. Then in this position, you can feel it again by just doing the turn drill, making sure you turn your right hip. Feel like you're sitting into the right hip. This is quite important. But feel the pressure building into the right instep. Now it's like an opposing force. When you're setting up correctly, it feels like you've got a brace that wants to kind of push you a little bit towards the target. So as you take the club back, and you can simulate this without the club, you can feel that you're turning into something. Make sure your hip doesn't slide and the weight doesn't move over to the edge of the right foot. So sit into that right hip. Feel like you're creating that load. Now, you can see pros do this. Rory's a good one to watch for this dynamic footwork action because he's quite quick off the ball with his driver. Now, I believe he's feeling that opposing force and he's turning into that. He's creating his wind. He's loading up. Then as you start down, you can feel the pushing off. You push off in an effort to clear the left hip. So again, we don't want a club in our hands when we do this. We're doing it to feel limitations we have with our back and our hips, because the downswing is all about clearing. Now I want you to have a mirror in front of you because I want your eyes to be on the mirror when you do this. So you've set up and your arms are just hanging down here, and I want you to feel as if there's a movement back as you turn into that hip where you feel the loading into the instep. Just until you feel the left shoulder coming into shot. Pressure around the knee and instep. Then coming through, as you look in the mirror, your thought, while staying behind our wall, so keep your eyes pitched on the mirror in front of you here, just where my camera is, because I want you to stay behind. So you can see as you turn through, you've cleared the left hip, but you felt as if you can push off the ground with your right side. I want you to do 3 swings like this. You're loading into the right side, appreciating the weight favoring the right as you turn into the hip. Arms will be about here, nice and relaxed. Then throw your arms down as if you've got a ball in your hands and you're throwing it. But make sure you stay behind your wall, your plumb bob, all right? The wall being where the ball position would be. So you've loaded, and then you'll feel the left hip clear as you push off the right instep. Your body will be in a similar position to mine, a slight lean backwards. What we don't want to do is this. We don't want to lean forward from being too stiff in our hips and our lower back. This is a move that's obviously encouraged from being stiff in our midsection here. We can't rotate and be dynamic. The only way you can feel the footwork correctly is keeping our angles consistent with our lower spine and our back here. So you can see how we pass through our plumb bob. But with no club in our hands, you can appreciate the footwork, the loading into the right side, and then a feeling as you push off the left hip clearing. Now, again, with no club, no distraction, just feel as if your body can do it. 3 swings, each one a little bit brisker, and you can feel how you can use the ground. Loading, clearing, and you can feel how you push off the right instep, and the importance of why we had to load into that position in the first place. Keep your eyes down once you feel good about the movement from looking at yourself in the mirror. Keep your eyes down so you can then understand the commitment to strike value. And you can see how your arms can just release. We're getting our body out the way to allow our arms to release the club. And then you can see the importance and why I love these drills, the plumb bob and the turn drill. Hope this helped. Comments down below, thumbs up if you liked. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.